Good day, my friends. My name is JosetteWalker. We'll be talking about mature adults today. I love being a senior citizen and I also drive, so I'm considered a mature adult as well. Loving to drive, being out there on the highway, I see quite a few mature adults out there with me. And in the future, as the newspapers have reported, there's going to be so many more of us retiring and getting out there doing the things that we've yearned to do for a long time. Mature adults, fully grown person, an individual that's fully developed, that individual may have also acquired his or her driver's license in the past. If they have done so, then they are out there commuting to and from along with myself. We have 50 states in this country. There's a lot of governance going on between the states and federal government. We don't have a uniform law covering all 50 states regarding mature adults. And that's what we're here to talk about today. We have a common interest. There's a lot of organizations out there, senior agencies, federal government tracks data, AARP tracks data, AAA tracks data. We have a lot of interest groups that are out there checking on our welfare. I'm concerned more so about the safety. Once we get behind the wheel, are we truly fit to operate that motor vehicle, that machine that we may have just purchased because it's a retirement present for us, or if it's a machine that we've had for a number of years. 8 years my baby have been with me out there in the driveway. I'm so happy that I've had it for 8 years. When I purchased it, yes, I knew that this was going to be a vehicle that I would probably keep for 10 to 15 years. So that means that I'll be back out there looking for a new vehicle with as many features that I have. And one of the things I always look for is power. Having power behind the wheel is my game. So, with that all said, mature drivers are what the concern is. And the mature driver is myself, and I am trying my best not to speed on the highways and the byways because be included in this data. We have aging programs, wellness programs, uh, fitness organizations, healthy eating organizations, many type of activities that's out there that I've mentioned before regarding our seniors and what they can participate in. No one has asked how that senior is going to get to that activity. They haven't asked if that senior need a ride. Will they be driving him or herself? They're just saying this opportunity is here for you, this wellness program for you to participate in, this fitness program over here that you can join, this stepping program, this silver slipper program. There's a host of things that we can do, but we have to commute to and from. Aging behind the wheel, hey, do we know if this lady have had a bilateral knee operation? Do we know if she's had a shoulder operation? Do we know if she's wearing hearing aids? Do we know if she's had her eyeglasses for 20 years, some 30 years? Do we know if she's fit to drive that vehicle? When you look at her, she looks like she's enjoying her ride like I do most days. Keeping in mind, an automobile, truck, SUV, whichever you want to refer to it as, is a machine. And that machinery carries with it a lot of responsibility. Are we fit for duty behind the wheel? Who are we fooling? Seniors lie too. But the numbers don't lie. The numbers that have been reported don't lie. There's rage out there now. Some 50 years ago, We didn't have road rage, people fighting all up and down the highways and video camming one another's incidents and trailing behind each other, and we're rubbernecking and we're in each other's way, so we think. Who are we fooling? The aggression, pushing, really honking our horns and high beaming and low beaming at night for people to get out of our way, move over, you in the fast lane. Who are we fooling? 8 million people a day? There's some sense of road rage out there. The numbers stated, those that are reported. I believe there's much more. How big is the problem? Handicap symbol? That's a familiar symbol. It's been around for over 50 years. It was a contest creation. Susan Coldfold, she did an etching, entered her sketch in the contest. 50 years later, we're still using that symbol. It's recognized internationally, although the symbol in some countries have been changed more recently, but the same concept is acknowledged. We know when that license plate has that symbol, the individual that's behind that wheel is a disabled individual to a degree. At the same time, although we may have that recognized symbol, we also probably need a symbol for us mature drivers to let you know that we've reached a certain age, not for you to fool around with us, but to understand that we have gotten to an age grouping where, to me, you should actually be given a badge, but just the same, that age grouping, we're still behind the wheel operating that piece of machinery that can cause serious incident. We don't want another 6,800 seniors dying, being killed because they're behind the wheel, and there's a probability that not all of them was physically fit to operate that vehicle. Keeping that in mind, there's a little aggression that's not reported as well. We have an issue as a nation. We're not tracking one of the main causes of road rage is because the person won't get out of the way that is ahead of that fast driver or that impatient driver that is behind us, honking their horn, rubbernecking behind us, trying to push us out of the way. Preventive measures, we need them. We need to have preventive measures that have been introduced and enforced across all 50 states. Not just the 5 states that little handful that require you to have physical fitness. As you can see, hey, it's an examination. Can you truly operate this automotive vehicle? Is your sight up to standard? Are your reflexes good? Can you judge from left to right? Can you see a certain distance to your left, to your right? Nowadays, the speed limit have gone from the standard residential 25, which still exists, the standard 35 that are in some communities, but the standard 55 miles per hour when I received my driver's license, and most of us seniors did receive their license, have increased to 60, 65, and 70 in some areas, and in small remote areas, 80 miles per hour. Are we fit to actually operate those motor vehicles at that rate of speed? Let me see. Reflexes. Oh, a symbol for mature drivers. Possibly. We have them for college, our university. Quite naturally, we're doing them on our license plates. For the Purple Heart veterans, oh, my heart goes out to them each and every time I do see a Purple Heart symbol on the license plate. There are some license plates that also carry our independence as far as what statement we want to broadcast out there, and the famous handicap symbol that's out there that's known by everyone. But what about that mature driver symbol? Will it help the aggressive driver from pushing us on along down the road? I think it would. Give it some thought. Don't we need identifier? Because down the road, it's going to be more of us out there, and there's no road identifier that says that, okay, this person ahead of you, they may be a little up in age, but they're still fit to operate a vehicle, maybe not the way you would like, but I can't add another but to it. In 2015, I found that the White House had a sitting president who felt that aging was important enough to have our very first age conference. Aging was addressed in the White House. Information was shared across the nation regarding our aging seniors, old folks, whichever way we like to sometimes throw that out there. We all still have an issue in our nation that we should come together with a common thread. Driving a vehicle, yes, we all love to do that. Being proactive, hey, let's all get engaged. We need to start addressing these issues when we see our local Congress people, our delegates, our senators. Quite a few of us pretty much rub elbows with some pretty popular folk up there on Capitol Hill. So, what I'm going to do is start knocking on some doors as well, addressing our mature adults, putting out the data before our Congress people, trying to get those very important appointments that go in to have a 15-minute meeting to address the concern that we have and the concern that this nation will continue to have until our local congressmen, our state municipal, as well as our federal government come together and we all find that, yes, we can sit at a table and talk about one pressing issue in our nation that goes across family after family after family, and that is the safety and the well-being of our seniors in our family once they get behind that wheel of that automobile. We could also ask for a symbol. What is wrong with a Donna, a MA, a mature adult symbol that say, yes, I'm a mature adult. Please don't be so pushy is what it's saying. It's saying that I have had a fitness exam, so you may call me granny, but I am physically able to operate this machinery. I am physically able to go to and from independently because my federal and state municipal government both required me to have a fitness examination, to go out and possibly in the community if they have a design course there as well for our seniors to go through the course to ensure that we can maneuver those sharp turns and parallel park like we did when we first acquired our driver's license. Most importantly, the knocking on the doors, the voicing the concern for the elders in our family that live independently, like myself and my husband as well. But I definitely will be talking with my local and state Congress officials to address the issue and going to work all the way up to the Aging Commission of these United States to get that 15 minutes, not 15 seconds, but 15 minutes to address the concern of our mature adults. Because we can't fool anyone. Our nation will have a large population of individuals that are aged, that have been here a long time, that are holders of the Division of Motor Vehicles driver's license in their state. And we would love to add also a symbol of safety In addition to me being an elder in this country, I also have some guidelines that need to be followed to ensure that I can operate this motor vehicle in these United States, safety for myself and safety for others. Thank you for your time.